my God, do you know what this is? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pilots in here. But the only one that I really care about is this one, Dynasty.
I want you out of my house.
Your house? This was my house while you were living in a shack somewhere.
Do, 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 do. Dynasty was the biggest show when I grew up. It was actually the only show that I could even, watch because I had one channel growing up, which was the public broadcasting service in Norway called NRK. It was my introduction to American pop culture, and all the characters in the show, I was obsessed with them. I mean, I was so obsessed with them that when my mom brought these magazines when we were kids, like these kind of gossipy magazines, I would cut out pictures. If there were any pictures of anyone that was a part of this TV show Dynasty, I would cut them up and I would make like these big collages on my walls in my bedroom in Norway. So when the season was over for Dynasty, I was so upset that I wrote to NRK, the Norwegian Broadcasting I wrote them a letter and I said, "You ruined my summer." I was so upset. I was like, how am I going to enjoy the summer with this cliffhanger?
But I shall return. Lovely flowers, Mrs. Dexter.
Thank you. Wait. You forgot something.
I couldn't. I was so devastated. So I don't know if you ever had that with a TV show that it kind of gets so under your skin that you think your life is over. And that's what Dynasty did for me. It was also the first time I saw someone kiss on TV. That was on Dynasty. And I learned the word bitch from Dynasty as well. So many good memories from that show. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed and hope that I will get blown away with Dynasty, but I don't think so. So I wanted to ask you guys this time, is there one TV show that kind of like changed you, or that shaped you, or that kind of like the first TV show that you remember that you're watching and that kind of like, blew you away? I would love to hear from you guys, so please put it in the description if you have anything like my experience with Dynasty. Anyways, this week I had to do something that I really hate, which is watching a horror movie. I had to watch the new movie It, which is based on Stephen King. Another memory from my childhood. It. I don't know if you know about this, but Stephen King made the most horrific horror movies, or wrote the most horrific horror stories, books back in the days. And one of them was It, which is kind of like based on all these kids living in this little neighborhood, and this clown all of a sudden shows up, and the clown is so fucking scary. This clown eats kids, okay? So. I went to the screening, I had so much wine, so I could barely stand. No, that was a little over-exaggerating. But I did have a lot of wine, which helps. It's the only thing I can do if I'm watching a scary movie is just to drink a lot of wine. So it was really scary, but I'm not allowed to talk about it because I signed an embargo, which means you're not allowed to talk about a movie before you're allowed to talk about it. I did have the opportunity to speak with the guy who plays the clown, which was so surprising to me. When I found out who that was, I was like, what? It is Bill Skarsgård. I don't know if you heard about him, but he is the younger brother of Alexander Skarsgård. And he's a very talented actor. He's just like 27, 28 years old. And so I would like not imagine him to play a really scary clown that eats kids. I was doing this interview for a newspaper in Norway, so I wasn't filming it or anything, but I spoke to him about, because I think it's so fascinating when an actor has to go into a part where they have to, act like a really horrible person and how that affects them mentally. And Bill Skarsgård admitted to me that he was so disturbed.
Like probably 10 full days of just kind of this exorcism of like nightmares of Pennywise, like pretty much every night.
Later this week, I'm interviewing Amy Poehler and Will Ferrell for their new movie, The House. It's obviously a comedy because Will Ferrell's in it, and Amy Poehler, I don't know if they ever do anything else but comedies.
Do this math. You're 40 years old and you go to jail for 20 years. How old are you when you get out?
90.
No.
100.
Honey.
If I have some scratch paper, I can figure it out.
I would really love some advice from you guys on what to ask these people, because I've interviewed Will Ferrell so many times, so I feel like I've kind of run out of questions for him. Now we know what happens when you get hard. So what happens when you get soft?
Well, there's no action, I tell you that. It's a long night. Wait, what are we talking about? I'm sorry. Wait, what are we? I'm sorry.
I'm always, well.
When you get soft, I think you just
curl up and die.
That's it.
So you both got to take your shirt off in this movie. Was that an exciting part of
What was more exciting for you?
Both
Be honest.
exciting. But Mark took his shirt off more often than you do. You just did it once.
So you saved the best for last.
Well, that's because we didn't want people
Did you
to walk
plan
out of the
that
theater.
as a producer to steal
If I
the
take my
movie?
shirt off too early, people
Did
will
you
just walk
plan
out
that
of
to
the theater.
steal the movie at the end? Wow.
And it doesn't.
You have great skin.
Thank you. It's bee pollen. Bee pollen extract.
So
You know
what?
there's a million bees inside this hotel? Inside the air duct system?
What do you mean bees?
They can't control the bee population in this hotel.
Oh, the bees.
Bees, yeah.
Anyway, just a sidebar. Call back. Okay.
So if you have anything that you can come up with, like something creative, I really want to be creative with them, and maybe since they're paired together, Amy and Will, I was thinking to like maybe get them to like talk about each other somehow, but not like, oh, how was it to work with Will? How was it to work with Amy? Something more, you know, interesting and maybe funny, I don't know. So please, if you come up with anything, have any ideas, I would love to hear that. Put it down here. I think one of you guys were asking me if I ever get clothes to wear on red carpets and in interviews and stuff like that, and the answer is yes and no. Sometimes I will, and sometimes I won't. I feel like if I connect with someone, I really need to like their brand and I really need to like their clothing, so I actually prefer to get my own stuff. So I found this amazing store here in West Hollywood actually, where they're selling used clothes. It's so amazing. They have the best deals. They have designer stuff, everything. And the thing is, you can bring your own clothes in there and you can swap. First of all, it's good for the environment. You're saving the environment for all this, you know, because the fashion industry is one of the worst when it comes to pollution. And also, you know, you just like keep renewing your closet and it's not costing you a fortune, which is pretty good. And I also go to this flea market here on Fairfax in West Hollywood every Sunday. There's this amazing fair. And I found this really old, sweet lady there. She sells all her jewelry. So these ones that you can see here, I got yesterday, and they're gold-plated, amazing, like from the 60s, I think, or did she say from the 40s? I don't remember, but they're old. And also this one came with it, and they were $25. I mean, it's so amazing. And then you wear something that someone else wore. I love the idea of that. So that's me. But when I go to like some huge event like the Golden Globes, I wore something that a designer made for me. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that next year, who knows? For the Oscars, I wore this dress that I actually found in that store. This beautiful designer dress that I paid $37 for, and it looked amazing. So, you know, it's all about having a little patience and look through all these different racks. The store that I go to here in West Hollywood is called Crossroads, so, but don't tell everyone because then there won't be any good stuff left, okay? Guys, that was it for this week. I'm off to watch the new Planet of the Apes, number 4 or 5, I think.
No mercy, no peace. This is war.
Let's remember which number it is. I'm not sure how excited I am about watching that film, but we'll see, you know. Maybe they have some new cool CGI effects, and yeah, you never know. So thanks again, you guys, for watching my weekly vlog. I say it every time. I appreciate it so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't, please subscribe and share and like and comment and all that stuff. And yeah, see you next week.